This is a short video for Sarah and the M&S team at JTI. We're going to start by showing the login page for ProgrammExpress. ProgrammExpress is a cloud-based solution, so from a technical perspective, it's just like a website. And just to give you a bit of background, ProgrammExpress has been going for 15 years. As mentioned to Sarah, our largest client is Imperial Tobacco Group, used globally. And we specialize in program and project reporting. And really, for those organizations that want to move away from the labor-intensive Excel and Word documents and be able to become more automated in terms of reporting, but not to have to adopt a very complicated solution that needs high project maturity. So I'm going to log on as the administrator of ProgrammExpress. You can be an administrator, a write access user, or a read-only user. By logging on as an administrator, it will take us into a home screen, and you will see that we've branded it with JTI. We've used borders, and we've used a color palette that is aligned to your website, but that can change. So this is just very much from a demonstration perspective, and we have set up some demonstration projects using the JTI projects portfolio. And what we've done here is broken programs down into digital marketing, advertising, and direct marketing. So for your information, that's very much just a sort of test demo to show you that within the hierarchy of projects and programs, that if I open up digital marketing and open up advertising and open up direct marketing, these aren't fixed. This is just an example of how it could look. And we're showing here the home screen, and we're showing all the projects that have been configured. And as mentioned, you can configure however you want this to look, so purely from a demonstration perspective. From this home screen, what we can do is we can view the projects broken down by the modules within the ProgrammExpress application, showing their red, amber, green status. And when I talk about modules shown here as icons, we're talking about commentary, where you can make status updates, planning, where you can do high-level milestone planning, resourcing, budget management in terms of cost, benefit management, business process impact, risks, and logs. And logs include such as issues, actions, decisions. You don't have to use all the functionality, you don't have to purchase all the functionality, but we do have a core set of functionality, which is commentary, plan, risks, logs, and costs, because we believe that in terms of tracking a portfolio activity, you do need at the minimum those things. So from this screen, we can very easily click on a project commentary on project 1A, click on the square, which shows it's a red status. We can change the status to amber, and we can make a new comment if we want. So if I just very simply put demo for JTI today, and then we will provide this video, and we will send more information. So that could be the overall update for project 1A. I save that, and it will show who and when made a comment, and show your audit trail of all the comments that have been made over a period of time. Now, the whole idea of ProgrammExpress is that once they've made an update to the project, they can then go to the plan. They've made a commentary update, and then we can see some very high-level planning activity, and you'll see that this is a fairly old plan, and actually the project should have been completed at the end of November and hasn't, and hence the implementation phase for this project is red. Now, when people have made updates, I'll leave it there for now in terms of very simple updates, and I'll show you that once the commentary and the planning updates have been made, you can very simply go up to digital marketing, go into shared reports. These reports already set up, but you can set up your own reports. We run what we call a RAG status summary, so we don't need to do it on Excel anymore. And you will see for digital marketing the projects, who the project manager is, the start and end date, the red, amber, green status, and the commentary that we've selected for this report. That's just for digital marketing. What I can also do now in terms of consolidated reports, I could go up to my top level and run the same report, and you will see that this produces the same style of report, but produces it now at a higher level and produces it for the different areas: digital, advertising, and direct marketing. Again, those are just examples because I know that you work within the M&S area. And all the demo data is purely demonstration data. So if I work through the projects again and go back to project 1A and have a look at resourcing, you can add resources to the project. You can say who you want. You can ask what skill type they have, in this case marketing. They can have more than one skill. You can say I want them 2 days a week on this project, and you can have them selected for the plan task. Whatever you've set up in the plan, you could say from the development phase of this project, and it will pre-populate based on whatever your plan is. Once I've done that, very simply, you can see I can save that, and then I can go back to my top level project again, go to shared reports, and go resource usage summary. So you can now see on an XX style report all your resources that you're asking for, how many days in a period, and whether those people are over allocated. And that person who's over allocated for that month, and probably over allocated because they are not deemed to be available full time, maybe only 3 days a week on project activity because they have a day job. So it will flag that up, and it will also flag people who are very over allocated just because everybody wants them on their projects. But remember, we've just added these people to the project very simply. And the whole idea is that we do just that. Now, I'm an administrator, which means that I can see all the projects, but what we can do is we can set up different filtered views to make it even simpler for the user that has to make the data entry. So if I log back on as a user using my name, you will see that we now have access to the home screen as before, same database, same home screen, but a different view. So these users only have to update commentary, plan, and what we call logs, which are issues, actions, decisions. Or we can toggle, we can go to what we have write access to. So this user has write access to 3 projects and 3 modules within the 3 projects. That's all they've been given access to update. It keeps it nice and simple, and usually a project manager or an initiative owner will only have 1 project to update, and then they can view all the projects. So I can open up, as I saw before, I can see and view all the projects and their status, or I can filter it down to what only we have write access to. And similarly, when they've made an update, if I show here the project 1A, it should be the same commentary update that I made before, and when they've made their update, they can run another style of report, which is more of a detailed project report, where we call a 1-page summary. And this will show more plan on a page, which is nicely configured so that you could put this straight into PowerPoint, and you'll see the updates that we've made. We'll see the milestones, and we'll see some of the commentary items that we've selected. That will be a very simple one-page report that's already been set up. And we can set up many other reports, or we can manually go and run a report. Go to the reporting screen, and we can run what we call a project overview report. And this will be more of a Word style report. That looks a bit like this, and you'll see again, these are the comments that we've just made. And you'll see all the comments, budget information, benefit information, plan information, resource utilization, risks, actions, issues, decisions, etc. And if we wanted to, we could go to the top level, go back to home, go back to my top level, JTI, and run the same report. With the depth of unlimited, which means every project that sits underneath me, and I could slim down the information that I want. I might not want information, I just want commentary. I just want the plan with the start dates, and I just want risks. And I can go even further and say that I want the commentary only for the overall status and only for achieved last week and focus for next week. And then if I create that and run it, I'm now running one report, a one-pager, for every single report in the system. So if I open that up, you will then see page 1, page 2, page 3. It's a one-pager for every project in the system. So the whole idea is a very simple update by a user and very powerful output for the project office or the person that's in control of all these initiatives. So if I log back onto the system as the administrator, I'll be able to see the updates that have been made, and I can run a series of reports. So maybe if people have updated the plan, I can go and run the Gantt chart report. So this will show me the plan of every activity or every project sitting within your portfolio. It also shows you where you are red in terms of key milestones that have missed, or amber in terms of the forecast date is now later than the expected completion date, so we can flag to the sponsor or to the steering group where we have issues. But again, the whole idea being consolidated and aggregated reporting from the top level, simple data input and powerful output. And also, what we will have is potentially many projects sitting within many portfolios, but maybe you only require some key projects and their reports for particular steering groups or senior leader meetings. And we can, what we call, add portfolios, and we've got top 10 there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 6 projects, and we can go into our wiring screen, and we can create a portfolio of activity. I go 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm now dragging across into a new portfolio called Top 10. These are the same projects, only updated once, but now we can have a reports run against the top 10 projects in the organisation, which might be the top priority projects. And again, a report that we've shown before, top 10, showing all the projects and showing the overall commentary of what we have achieved and what we're focusing on for the next period, and any decisions, escalations. And we've chosen those commentary threads for this particular report, but we could also change that if we so wished. Another report that we could run is milestone summary. Remember, we've only updated the plan and the commentary, So we've kept it quite simple. And here we have what we call a milestone summary report, which will show the key milestones on a row. And if that report wants to be updated, because the timings weren't there, we could go milestone summary, and we could change the settings. We could change the plan to be weekly or with only 6 months. Click create, and then you'll see the milestone summary all populated, and you'll see all the phases for every project following the red, amber, green theme. So really that's just to give you a flavour of how ProgrammExpress works. Remember, you start off with a master project and you start to build your portfolio. If you want to set up a new project, very simply, you click the plus sign. I'll put JTI Demo project. You can copy in templates, so we'll maybe have standard plan phases. So standard project 3, click OK, and that will then create a new project under digital marketing called JTI Demo, and we've already pre-populated a plan within there, and we can change the dates quite easily. If I didn't want that project, I'd very simply delete it, and then it would appear in the recycle bin. JTI Demo, so we don't lose the information. So that really concludes a very high-level demonstration of ProgrammExpress, just to give you a flavour if you think it meets your requirement. As discussed with Sarah, I'll be sending on this video and some further collateral for sharing within the team, potentially leading to a more in-depth webinar where we shall repeat some of this and deal with further questions. I think that probably concludes for now, and thank you very much for your time for watching.